guest here is E. Franklin Evans. Here he is, right there. He's coming up with his book. How you doing, sir? Thank you. Thank you. Why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself? And you a veteran yourself?
Yes, I
okay, we'll
spent 26 years.
Okay, we'll go back and start with that.
Okay, yes, I remember back that far. Actually, let me back to high school just a minute. I was a typical teenager of the 60s, you know, and chasing, I like to say, gasoline and perfume. That was my whole life. My whole world was about a 25 area, you know, square area where I lived. Didn't know anything else. I did know a little bit about the Vietnam War. I used to watch Walter Cronkite, you know, 30 minutes after dinner every night, and he would summarize what happened. He'd tell you what you know, the casualty figures were, that sort of thing. And to me, it wasn't real. My book, just jump ahead a little bit, was in me. It was in my mind to write it for 35 years. For 35 years, I couldn't get past the first chapter. The first chapter in that book tells why I went to Vietnam, why I volunteered, why I went to Vietnam. All right. Basically, I'm falling apart here. Basically, I'll give you a real short reason why. My best friend was killed in Vietnam. It hit me tragically, turned my whole world around, and made me realize that there's more to life than just being an irresponsible do-nothing. Joined the Army, volunteered, went through officer candidate school, joined the Rangers, stayed with the Rangers for a while, volunteered in Vietnam, went to Vietnam as a second lieutenant, was a platoon leader. Most of that's in the book, and let me say, my book is not a shoot 'em up, I'm a hero, guts and glory kind of book. If you're looking for that, that's not this book. This Vietnam book is about relationships, camaraderie, how people get the things you experience, the emotions that soldiers in the Civil War, the Revolutionary War, all the way up through today, we all face the same thing. Different weapons, different tactics, techniques, and procedures, but the same emotions. Loneliness, fear, self-doubt, those kind of things. That's what I talk about. And I throw in a couple humorous things. Just real quickly, I'll give you one example. I was sitting on a mountaintop, Christmas Day, 1968. We had a ceasefire agreement, we had hoped. Choppers came in, brought turkeys, cooked turkeys and all of the trimmings. We'd been eating sea rations for months, so we were just tickled to death. The turkeys came in, the company commander's radio operator brought a turkey down to my platoon headquarters, and I just gotten a brand new knife from my mother-in-law, so you can see where the story's going. The turkey was brought down. I said, I'm going to give you the first piece. Thanks a lot. So I whipped out my knife, chopped the turkey, and nearly took this thumb off. It still works. It's scarred pretty good, but anyway. So I was a medevac. That's the only thing that happened to me. No Purple Hearts. I didn't get shot or anything else. Came close. So if you hear somebody say, that guy's a turkey, that probably originated with me. From there, I stayed with the 4th Infantry Division for 6 months. Saw a little bit of combat. Was pulled up to brigade headquarters as a staff officer. I was kicking and screaming all the way, didn't want to go. I liked being in the jungle with my men. Got up there, and the first thing they said about 2 weeks later is, you're going to a Special Forces camp, way out near the Ho Chi Minh Trail, the tri border, one of the hottest areas in Vietnam at that time. I was a 20-year-old first lieutenant at that time. Pretty well seasoned, and I like to think I was pretty well combat savvy at that time, a little cocky too. I got there and spent about 3 weeks and was, I don't know whether the word's privileged or, in any event, I was there during the only battle in Vietnam between North Vietnamese and American tanks. And of course the American tanks won. There had been one other battle that the North Vietnamese had used tanks and they had overrun a Special Forces camp. So we were the only successfully defended camp against that. And North Vietnamese wanted to make us another Dien Bien Phu. If you're familiar with war, that's when the French really got kicked out of Vietnam. So in a nutshell, that's what my book's all about. I spent 26 years in the Army, mainly as an infantry officer, retired as a lieutenant colonel, spent some time as a counterintelligence agent, special agent in counterintelligence, traveled all over the Pacific, serving combat in Vietnam, Panama under Just Cause when we took Noriega out, Guam, Saipan, the whole Pacific area. Had a great time, got a great family out of it, a great career, got to see a lot of the world, and I respect very much what our troops are doing today because I've had boots on the ground and I know what they're going through.
Give him a hand. Don't Tell our listeners how they find your book. Like, do you have a website address?
Oh, certainly. There's some, of course, out at the bookstore out front. Like many of your books, Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, just about any of the major bookstores. You can order from my website, and my website is very simple, www.efranklinevans.com. And you'll see a lot more pictures of Vietnam, probably a little more than you want to know about me. And I've also got a section in there called Works in Progress. I'm working on 3 other books. And one is about my wife's struggle with cancer before she died. And just as an added note, I got to say, she wanted this book written and finished before she died. 30 days before she died, it was finished, so she got to see it.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and give a shout out to the troops, especially in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah, guys and gals, you're serving over there. We appreciate everything you're doing. We know how rough it is and how tough it is. And believe you me, America supports you. And we're with you, and if there's anything that we can do, we'll do it. So hang in there. We're very proud of every one of you.
Thank you for your service.